Welcome to BaseballGuys.com. I'm your host on Wednesday here on Around the Horn, Ray Flowers. I warned everyone not to buy in on this guy. I warned everyone to be careful with him even after a solid start when he returned from injury. Did you listen? Jake Peavy, shoulder appears to be okay, and that was obviously the big concern as he was coming back from surgery, but he's been dealing with the groin issue. He tweaked it in his last outing, and the determination has been made to put Jake Peavy on the disabled list. Much like Eric Bedard, both of these guys, very good pitchers whenever they're on the hill. The fact of the matter is, though, we can't trust either of them to be on the hill consistently. What do you do with Jake Peavy? Well, at this point, you put him on your disabled list spot and you sit on him. If you're in a deep mixed league, you sit on him. If you're in a 10 or 12 team league, you don't have a DL spot, I don't know if you necessarily have to hold on to Peavy. This in and out of the lineup is probably going to be something that he's going to have to deal with for the rest of the season. Now, on the offensive side of things, for the White Sox, there are all kinds of problems there. Got Alex Rios and Adam Dunn both failing miserably to look anything like the all-star caliber performers they have been for the past couple of seasons. Now, Rios sat out a couple of days. He'll return to the lineup on Wednesday for the White Sox. The hope being, according to Ozzie Guillen, they give him a couple days away from the team, clear his head, maybe work on some things on the side, and be ready to rock now that he's back in the starting lineup. They're going to try the same thing with Adam Dunn. Adam Dunn's hitting 176. He's not displaying his trademark power. He has 80 strikeouts and 188 at-bats, which even for him is a horrific ratio. Again, just like with Rios, Dunn has way too much talent. He's 31 years old, 7 straight years of 38 home runs and 92 RBIs, tied with Babe Ruth for the second longest such streak in the history of baseball behind the 9th spot put up by Rafael Palmeiro. I can't see how Adam Dunn just lost it overnight. He's not at an age where his skills should have deteriorated at that point. And quite frankly, if you talk to scouts, they'll tell you, yeah, his timing's off and that kind of thing, but he really doesn't look that bad. He doesn't look like a sub-200 hitter. Continue to have patience with Adam Dunn if you can. I really do believe a big second half is coming from the big fella. Knees are the talk of the day here if you're a Phillies or a Yankees fan. Now for the Phillies, Jimmy Rollins has not been placed on the disabled list with his knee bruise. He continues to say he'll be okay, not need to stay on the disabled list, but he is missing his 4th straight day today. Now, the Phillies had said they hoped he would return to the lineup today, so I don't know if there's a setback here that's going on or they just decided to give him another day to get back to closer to full health. But everyone continues to say that a disabled list stint is not going to be needed. Let's hope we see Rollins back on the field in the next day or two, or they're going to have to revisit that position. Now, Mark Teixeira took a pitch off his knee and it was thought he might have to miss a few days. Apparently, he's just fine. He was seen filming a scene for the Entourage show for HBO, and just recently the lineup was released for the Yankees, and Teixeira is in the lineup. Great news for the Yankees' hot-hitting first baseman, who obviously will play through a minor issue with his knee. Pavano has been pitching great of late, and it's amazing to hear me say that, I know, since I clearly am not a Carl Pavano fan, but let's give the guy some credit. His season ERA is 4.54, and he still has a terrible strikeout rate, so he's not a great option in mixed leagues. But over his last 6 starts, his ERA is 2.49. He's pitched very, very well. You could do worse if you're going to the waiver wire to pick up a replacement for a Jake Peavy or someone like that. But again, remember, Pavano's value is limited. The Twins aren't winning many ball games, and he just doesn't bring the strikeouts. Justin Masterson, on the other hand, has pitched very well. He lowered his ERA to 3.18 today with 8 innings of 2-run ball. And this is the 5th time in 8 outings that he's allowed 2 or fewer runs. However, in those 8 outings, goose egg, folks, he hasn't won a single game. Yeah, 5 of 8 outings, 2 runs or fewer, not a single win. Obviously, you can't blame him with that 3.18 ERA. He has been giving his team a chance to win almost every time he takes the hill. The Indians' offense just hasn't been supporting him. And then finally, you can read more about this in the second-year player piece that's linked below this video. But Chipper Jones came out and just let Jason Heyward have it. Now, the belief around the batting cage is that Heyward is soft, and that's just the way it is. Chipper Jones came out and said, look, even when you're at 80%, Mr. Heyward, you're still better than most of the guys we got out there. You got to get back out on the field. Chipper Jones knows more than probably anyone in the game what it's like to play through injuries. Calling out the youngster in the press, you have to think this will be a great motivating tool for Heyward, or it can go the other way. Hopefully it's a positive, but it is odd that the team leader in Chipper Jones had to take this to the press. Apparently whatever's going on behind the scenes with Jason Heyward just isn't getting it done, as that shoulder injury that was supposed to be minor eventually ended him on the disabled list. Heyward said he's not going to play till he's 100%. well, Mr. Heyward, looks like your teammates need you back out there even if you're not at 100%. I'm Ray Flowers, baseballguys.com. Thanks for joining me Around the Horn, and as always, I'll see you all again soon.